everyone, it's Patty with the Breastfeeding Shop. Today's video is about breast pumps 101. I know there are a lot of breast pump videos out there and the unboxings and all that fun stuff, which I will do as well over each individual pump, but I thought it would be super helpful just to do a breast pumps 101 for all of you new and expecting mamas out there, just so you understand the terminology and really what to look for. I hope this is super helpful. Please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. A lot more videos coming. But anyway, breast pumps 101. Just so you know, there are 3 types of breast pumps. You've got a manual breast pump, an electric breast pump, which could be a single or double, or a hospital grade breast pump. Which one do you need and why? So here's the thing. Insurance, just so you know, covers some sort of breast pump. Most insurances cover a breast pump 100%. There are some insurances out there that are grandfathered and don't cover it, but let us help you with that. We're here to, handle all that work for you so you don't have to worry about it. But rest assured, most of your insurance companies will cover a breast pump. Anyway, so a manual breast pump, we're gonna start with that. There are a lot of different types of manual breast pumps out there. And as you can see, there are a lot of types of breast pumps out there to begin with. These are just a few that the Breastfeeding Shop carries. But we are all experts on all of these breast pumps. So if you have any questions or want to navigate it, which one might be best for you, just give us a call. But anyway, manual breast pumps are great for emergencies. They work and they're super, super, super useful, even to have in conjunction with your double electric breast pump. I would highly recommend having some sort of manual breast pump just on hand because they work in a number of ways. And they're good to start, or even just an emergency if you don't have your electric breast pump with you. And then towards the end of a pumping session, because they work a little bit differently, but they're very effective. But obviously it's labor intensive to sit there and use a manual breast pump for your entire pumping sessions, which usually take 15-20 minutes. So there are some pretty cool new products out there. This is called the LV Curve. Right? So this works off of suction and it goes onto your breast, and there's this little soft silicone pumping feature, but it just, you suction it onto your breast and then it actually extracts the milk. Really nice new product. And there's also the Haka, which the Breastfeeding Shop I don't have with me here today, but we are going to be carrying. That's a great product as well. And all of these items will be on my website. And then there's the good old fashioned standard manual breast pump. This one's made by Medela. This is a great one. It does have a hand expression. So you have to kind of, I don't want to say crank it, but you have to push it. And it comes with your traditional bottle setup. So either way, these are great to have. Insurance will cover them, but usually with most insurance companies, it's like, we'll pay for this, but not that, either or. And considering the Haka runs for 20 bucks. This one runs, the Medela runs for about 40, and the LV Curve, this runs for about 50. So I would put one of these on your gift registry or just go buy one and not use your insurance benefit, because the electric pumps are more expensive. And again, it's either the manual pump is covered or the electric breast pump is covered. So you've got your manual pumps down. So then we're going to move on to the electric pumps. There are so many electric pumps out there now. It's crazy. Again, most insurances do cover those. Let us handle that work for you. Now, there are some single electric breast pumps and there are some double electric breast pumps. Here in the United States, we mostly stick with double electric breast pumps. In some other countries, they use just single electric breast pumps. But just so you know, all of the double electric breast pumps can be used as a single electric breast pump. And sometimes you might want to use that. You might use that feature. You might want to breastfeed off of one side and then pump off of the other. It just depends. And there's lots of good lactation consultants out there that can help you with that. But just so you know, the technology just keeps getting better. We're kind of moving towards smaller breast pumps as well. So I wanted to just kind of go over I'm not going to go over the breast pumps individually because I'll be here all day talking about breast pumps, but what generally comes in the box to get you started. You're going to get the breast pump, right? These are some examples of the newest breast pumps out there. These are electric breast pumps. But then you've got your Spectra pump, you've got your Medela pump. But what comes in the box, right? You're going to get a bottle. Sometimes the bottle is going to come with a nipple on it for feeding, but sometimes they don't, but it's mostly used for collection. So you're going to come with the bottle. It's going to come with some sort of backflow protector like this. They all look a little bit different depending on the pump. You're going to get your flange set up. right? And that's mostly 24 millimeters in there. This is your measuring, this is your flange. This is varies in different sizes, and we'll go over that in another video, but most of the breast pumps come packaged with a 24 millimeter. Some of them have two sets of flanges, like a 28, but they package the breast pumps with a 24 millimeter because that works fine for most moms. And when you're in the hospital or as you get established with using a breast pump, if you're working with a lactation consultant, then they'll be able to tell you if it's not working. But again, most moms are just fine with a 24 millimeter. And then you're gonna get these duckbill valves. This is a little valve. Actually, this controls your pump quite a bit. And you're gonna get a set of these. So you're gonna get a complete setup that looks like this in some variation, unless you're getting a wearable pump like the Elvie or Willow. But so that comes in the box, and then your tubing comes in the box. Right, this is what connects from the flange and the bottle setup to your pump. This is called a Y connector because it looks like a Y. Medela and some of the newer pumps out there use this. Sometimes it's just two pieces that separately connect into the pump. So that's the components that are in the box. And then you get, of course, your adapter too, which plugs into the wall. This new one by Medela, actually, it can be, you can put batteries in here. It's a battery pack, which helps make your breast pump portable. So those are the functioning components of an electric breast pump. If you want to use it as a single breast pump, all you do, like this one on the Spectra, is, I don't know if you can see this, but it's got two little holes right here where your tubing would go in. So you just close off one of the holes, so you won't get any suction out of that. So I'm gonna go over the standard features on a breast pump as well. And again, there are so many different combinations of all these different pumps, but there are some few basic features that you're gonna wanna know what they are. So obviously they have an on-off button, right? Some of them even have a little night light, but then you have your letdown mode, right? I don't know if you can see it on here. It's your letdown mode. It looks like little waves. But letdown is the first stage of your breastfeeding experience. And they all work in different combinations, right? So if you get like the Amida, they have your vacuum strength and your cycle speed, and you adjust those according to what a typical letdown mode would be. So what does letdown mode? Letdown mode means that it's the first stage and your breast milk is going to start to come in. And the baby mimics that by doing a light, fast suckling motion. And that's what your letdown mode does on your pumps, a light, fast suckling motion. And that's how a baby says, hey mom, you need to start, your milk needs to come in. As soon as your milk comes in, you're gonna turn off the letdown mode, and then you're gonna feel it, and then you're gonna adjust the cycle speed, and that's how quickly it cycles through, how fast in and out. And then your vacuum strength or your suction is how strong it's working. So this Spectra S2 has a lot of different features. So it allows you to control the settings with different buttons. Some of the pumps, they use the same buttons to achieve the same effect. And we can go over that later. But those are the basic features on a breast pump. Some of the newer pumps that are coming out, I'm seeing you can control the right side versus the left side, which I think is fantastic because one side is always producing more milk. But just a quick tip, what's always important is to use the pump on the lowest setting that's comfortable for you, not the highest. The highest setting does not mean that you're going to get more milk. And again, a lactation consultant would be really upset if you were just like, let me crank it up and get the most milk possible. It doesn't work that way. It actually could have the reverse effect. So it doesn't speed up the pumping process. So you're gonna go from turning on the pump to letdown mode to expression mode. So I hope that helps. And then also just some key differences of the breast pumps. And this kind of term, in my opinion, is going away a little bit, but you get your open system versus your closed system. And again, I was talking about this little backflow protector. This prevents milk and moisture to get back into the tubing because it just physically can't get there. Some of the systems, the older systems, they didn't have this backflow valve, and it would just basically mean that you needed to clean the pump parts more, like the tubing and so on and so forth. Not a big deal, but you know, again, I think it's almost just a term, a marketing term, a closed system versus an open system, because all the pumps have to be hygienic, but it's just a varying degree as to how much you're going to have to clean the pump. So all of the pumps have these different features with the letdown, the suction, the vacuum, so on and so forth. It's just different combinations. But basically they all do function the same way. So I know I could talk about electric pumps for a really long time, but then you move on to your hospital grade breast pumps. And the biggest difference between the hospital grade breast pump and the personal use breast pump, which is just your standard electric pump, is if it's multi-user or not. Right? So when you're in the hospital, you're going to get, chances are, Medela Symphony. It's a big yellow pump, and it's meant for multiple moms to use. And then you just get your kit, right, separate to pumps, because you can't use these amongst multiple moms. So the strength and all of that kind of stuff, you know, some of these electric breast pumps now, the personal use pumps, are super strong and super functioning, and they're just meant for you. So the pumps are fantastic now, in my opinion. You know, the hospital grade pumps are great in certain situations. Again, a physician or lactation consultant would be able to guide you through that. But that's the biggest difference, is that they're meant in a hospital setting for multiple users. Some insurance companies allow you to rent that on a month-to-month basis. And then once you're done with that, you can graduate to a personal use pump if you're still pumping. But there's different uses for an electric hospital grade breast pump, but for most moms out there, you'll be just fine with one of these personal use electric breast pumps. So the long list of breast pump brands: Medela, Spectra, Amita, Motif, Freemi, Lancino, Evenflow, Baby Buddha, LV, Willow, and the list goes on and on. But here at the Breastfeeding Shop, we are here to help you navigate your breast pump needs. And please give us a call. Again, like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Instagram, Facebook. We are 100% here to help support you mamas out there. And thank you so much for watching. Please share the video if you have any other friends out there. Thanks so much. Take care. Have a great day.